Hey guys, did you have a good weekend?
Heck yeah.
Are you testing me? Cause I did not study one bit.
So, did you guys do anything for the science project yet?
What math project?
You know, the one where we had to find a way to remove a specific plastic from the ocean?
No.
Okay guys, obviously we're super lost now. Unable for us to finish a science project for our 15-minute break before science class, I need to call an old friend.
Who's that?
Sucky the Straw. It's a foreign name. Oh, thank God! Sucky, you're here!
I was promised a free lunch.
We lied to you. We are doing a science project about removing plastic from the ocean. And because you are a plastic straw, could you help us out?
Well, it's your science project. Were you paying attention?
No, we were drawing Minecraft pictures. See, aren't they nice?
Look, Sucky, we really need your help. Science class starts soon and we have nothing for our project. Since you're a straw, can't you help us out with this?
Fine, I'll help you.
Thank you, Sucky!
The first thing that you'll need to know is where the straw will be located in the ocean, being at the surface, middle, or bottom. To determine this, we need to know if our plastic straw will float or sink. When comparing the density of a plastic straw to the density of the ocean, you need to keep in mind that the ocean's density is 1 in 300 grams per milliliter. If your plastic straw has a density over 1 in 300 grams per milliliter, it will sink. If it is less than 1 in 300 grams per milliliter, it will float.
Well, how do we find the density of a plastic straw?
You guys really weren't paying attention in class, were you?
Nope.
Nope.
Yikes!
Okay, let me break the fourth wall because it's 1 in the morning and I can tell Nick is tired of animating. Well, the first thing we need to do in order for us to find the density of a plastic straw is to find the mass of the straw in grams. Come on, help me on the triple B mass if you want to see how many grams I am.
Well, he's 1 gram.
That's great, because I used to be one unfit straw.
What's next?
Well, now that you know my mass, you need to know my volume. Since I'm an irregular object, you will need to use the water displacement method in a graduated cylinder.
Water displacement method? How do I do that?
Let me continue to explain, you impatient, ungrateful millennial. So the first step is to fill your graduated cylinder with water, but not too high so you can't find the volume of your irregular object. Record how much water is in the graduated cylinder before and after you put your regular straw in. Don't forget to read a meniscus when measuring. Once you're done finding both volumes, subtract the two to find the density of your plastic straw. Take me for example. One time when I went to my friend's party, they told me to jump into a graduated cylinder. It's a really long story. Before I jumped in, the water was at 25 milliliters, but after I got stuck in there, the firefighters told me that it was 26 milliliters. This means that my volume is 1 milliliter. Well, golly! Now that you know my mass and volume and how to find them, here's how to find my density. You divide my mass by my volume, and you should have my density for grams per milliliter. Easy peasy. Oh, and here's the formula, you dummy.
So if we take the mass, which is 1 gram, and then divide it by your volume, which is 1 milliliter, you should get a density of 1 gram per milliliter.
Well, we've got an A+ mathematician here. He don't stick like that. Well, looks like my work here is done.
Wait!
What, dude? I want to go get lunch.
You forgot the CER, claim, evidence, and reasoning. So our claim is that plastic straws will float in the ocean. Our evidence is that our plastic straw has a density less than the ocean's density. For something to float in the ocean, it must have a density less than 1 in 300 grams per milliliter, which is the ocean's density. For something to sink in the ocean, it must have a density greater than 1 in 300 grams per milliliter. Our plastic straw has a density of 1 gram per milliliter, so when comparing it to the ocean, it will float. We found our straw's density by dividing its mass by its volume, and it was 1 gram per milliliter. We also used tools in the classroom. If our straw's density is 1 gram per milliliter, we can infer that most straws will have a density similar. If another type of straw has a density higher than 1 gram per milliliter, it most likely won't sink because straws aren't really different from each other.
Take that back, you racist!
Similar. It's time for the reasoning. I think that our claim about plastic straws floating in the ocean is true, and here's why. For plastic straws to sink in the ocean, it would have to have a density less than 1 in 300 grams per milliliter. However, our plastic straw has a density less than the ocean's, as it is 1 gram per milliliter. Since our plastic straw has a density less than the ocean's, it will float. We found out that our plastic straw has a density of 1 gram per milliliter because we found its mass, and we found its liquid volume, and we divided the two to find our plastic straw's density. Also, because of our plastic straw's density being 1 gram per milliliter, we can infer that most straws will have a similar density and float. Even if a plastic straw has a density higher than our straw, it still most likely won't sink in the ocean because straws aren't that diverse from each other. Therefore, plastic straws will float in the ocean. Sheesh, you had to listen to my double chins flapping up and down for a few minutes straight. I apologize. That was so awful that, I think I killed off Sucky. Hey, wait a minute, what's that?
What is that?
Yeah, what the heck is that, man?
It's the Suckotron 3000. Also, I'm not dead. I was just tired.
Well, that's a little suggestive. I mean, don't get me wrong, I bet it just went with your name and it wasn't intentional or anything.
This thing here is like a vacuum shaped like a gray hot dog. It will suck all of the plastic floating at the surface of the ocean, which will include our straws. It never breaks down. It's super sufficient. It requires 3 AAA batteries. It only costs $39.95. And then after you can put us at the dump or something, all the remaining trash.
Where did you get that?
The last minute Plot convenience store downtown. You think they'd be cruddy, but they sell great stuff. I mean, that thing is super sufficient. It should really help you out with finding a way to remove plastic from the ocean. Well, I'm off. Bye.
Man, what a slightly above average fella. We got all the information we needed to be recorded. Now we're gonna get 100%.
Is this yours?
I still can't believe the teacher took off 5 points for moving ahead and not getting a stamp.
Do not fight with the system.